Hello, my name is Sasha Quince and I am a yoga and wellness expert specializing in core strength vinyasa yoga. And today I would like to share with you how core strength vinyasa uses what we call the deep core line and more of our muscles to wave into our body in pigeon pose. So pigeon pose is great for stretching out those outer hips and really nice after you've warmed the muscles with some cardio activity or with a yoga class, and there are lots of different classes here on my channel that you can warm up with before you perform. So remember that you want to warm the muscles before you stretch them, not to overstretch those ligaments. So let's give it a try. Let's come into an all fours position here, and then bring your left leg back and bring your right knee behind your right wrist. Now take your left hand towards your outer right foot and bring it forward. We're going to scooch back here. There we go. So once you've done that, lengthen your left leg and walk your hands back and scoop the front spine, the lower belly, in and up. So you get a little bit of a lift. So you're using your right leg to press down because that press is helping work the muscle so that you can stretch it a little easier. Fingertips back, belly in, lower back lengthens, and chest is buoyant there. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to wave forward. Press that right leg down. Curl into the chest and inhale, press to lift. Exhale, wave. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Very nice, and on that final one, then you can take the pigeon pose onto the forearms, ease the left hip back, draw the gaze down, and you should start to feel a stretch on that outer right hip. Some of you may even feel it into the hamstring muscle here. And then as you walk for a more added benefit, and this is if you're feeling that you need a deeper stretch, and if your hips are squared down to the floor. So if one hip is lifted, then that's going to misalign your sacrum. So then you want to place something beneath your right hip to keep your pelvis squared to the earth. So if you'd like the second variation, you walk to the left side and you stretch your right fingertips just a little bit longer, shoulders are wide, and descend the gaze and chest. And that's going to really get into that outer right hip. As you stretch away, your right hip wants to lift and you want to send it right back down, keeping the pelvis even and square. And then you breathe. And this is always the hardest part, holding the pose with the breath. So focus on each breath, creating more space for you so that you can take a full 5 to 8 breaths here and really allow the muscle to fully expand and stretch out, helping you gain flexibility. And then slowly work your way back to center. Plant your hands down, lift your belly in and up, and send your right knee back. And you can just shake it out, or if you'd like to take a downward dog, go for it. Now for the next variation, I would like to show you from a side view, just so you get both views. So we'll be moving left knee behind the left wrist, right leg lengthens out. Take your right hand and help your left foot open to your capacity there. And square your pelvis down. As you square the pelvis down, lift the belly in and up and walk the fingertips wide. Pull up through the belly so you can press the left leg down, and this will give you a nice little sensation of working that left outer leg before you stretch it. Inhale here, exhale, wave. Press the fingertips in the left leg and curl up through center, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And then start to work your way down into the full pose after a few of those waves. Ease the forearms to the earth. Sensation in the outer left hip. Remember that instead of the right hip being lifted like this, you want it squared with the left, so you may need to prop a book or a block or a small pillow under the left hip to keep it elevated. And then if you're feeling for that additional stretch and you're flexible like that and you'd like to walk over to the right side, that will be the left arm walking a little longer, and to descend with the chest and gaze. Try to keep that left hip drawing back even with this move. So 5 to 8 breaths here is a nice way to be able to stretch out a lot of tension and tightness and a lot of emotion that we tend to store in the area of the hips. Once you've completed that back to center, plant the hands down, lift the belly. And as you lift the belly, then you can slide your way to an all fours position and shake out the hips there. So always take your legs forward and stretch them out a little bit. But thank you for joining me for that pigeon pose. I hope you enjoyed that variation and that you practice and you continue to stretch out those very tight hips. For more with me, visit www.sashaquinceyoga.com. Namaste.